This summer, millions of American homes will fight the same battle. Outside, the sun hits the roof like a furnace. Inside, the air conditioner runs harder, the meter spins faster, and the monthly bill climbs until comfort starts to feel like a luxury. Most people think the only answer is a bigger unit, a smarter thermostat, or more solar panels. But long before modern air conditioning builders had another tool, it used no compressor, no fan, no electricity, just heat, height, and airflow. It is called a solar chimney, and the strange part is this: the hotter the sun gets, the harder this system works. Instead of trapping stale indoor air and cooling it again and again, a solar chimney helps the house breathe. It pulls hot air upward, pushes it out, and draws cooler air from shaded areas below. This is not magic, it is building science that modern homes largely forgot. What if one south-facing wall could become a cooling machine? A system that, in the right climate and design, can reduce indoor heat by up to 15 degrees Fahrenheit, pull in fresh outside air, and run without a compressor, without a fan, and without using electricity. A solar chimney sounds complicated, but the idea is extremely simple. Think of it as a giant vacuum cleaner attached to the sunny side of a house. But instead of using a motor, it uses the heat of the sun. The basic structure is just a tall vertical shaft placed against a south-facing wall because in most of the United States, that side receives the strongest solar exposure during the day. On the outside, there is a clear layer, often glass or another heat-trapping material. Behind it, there is a dark surface that absorbs sunlight. When the sun hits that surface, the air trapped inside the shaft heats up fast, and hot air always wants to rise. That is the entire trick. As the hot air rises through the chimney and escapes near the roof, it leaves behind a low-pressure space. That low pressure creates a pull, not a loud mechanical pull, a quiet, natural pull. The house starts drawing air from somewhere else. If the lower intake is connected to a shaded window, a cool crawl space, a basement, or a shaded side of the house, the home begins to breathe in cooler air from below while pushing hotter air out above. This is called the stack effect, but you do not need to remember that term. Just picture a straw. When air moves out at the top, fresh air has to come in at the bottom. That is why this system feels almost backwards. The hotter the afternoon sun becomes, the stronger the chimney pulls. At noon in Nevada, when a normal house is begging the AC to work harder, a solar chimney is getting more power from the same heat. No fan blades, no compressor, no electric motor working in the background. Just sunlight turning a wall into a natural air pump. Look toward the desert city of Yazd in old Persia. There, summer heat can climb toward 113 degrees Fahrenheit. Yet for centuries, people lived there without modern HVAC, without electric fans, and without sealed glass towers fighting the sun all day. Look above the old rooftops and you see the answer. Tall clay towers rising from the skyline. They are called badger or windcatchers. These towers were not decoration, they were survival architecture. They caught moving air, guided it downward, pushed hot air upward, and helped buildings stay livable in a place where shade and airflow meant everything. The same principle later shaped another important idea. Buildings should not just hold people. They should move bad air out. In the 19th century, British hospital design began paying serious attention to ventilation. Reformers like Florence Nightingale argued that crowded rooms with poor airflow made sickness worse, and hospital wards were redesigned with taller ceilings, more windows, and stronger cross-ventilation. That does not mean a solar chimney is medicine. It does not replace modern healthcare. But the lesson still matters. A building that cannot breathe becomes uncomfortable faster. It can trap moisture. It can trap stale air. And in many modern American homes, that forgotten problem is returning behind sealed walls, closed windows, and machines that keep cooling the same indoor air again and again. Here is where the solar chimney becomes more interesting. It does not behave the same in every state. Your climate decides whether this system becomes a powerful cooling tool, a ventilation helper, or a seasonal heating trick. In the dry Southwest, places like Arizona, Nevada, and Southern California, the idea makes the most sense. The air is hot, but it is often dry. That matters. Dry air is easier to move, easier to cool with shade, and less likely to carry that heavy, sticky feeling you get in humid climates. In a desert house, a solar chimney can pull hard during the hottest part of the day because the sun is strongest exactly when the house needs the most relief. Now add one more smart layer. Instead of pulling air straight from outside, the intake can draw from a shaded courtyard, a crawl space, or an earth tube buried underground. At about 6 feet below the surface, soil temperatures are far more stable than the air above. In many areas, that underground temperature can sit much cooler than a summer afternoon, so the house is not just breathing, it is breathing through the ground first. That is why a properly designed desert system can feel like a cheat code against heat. But move that same idea to Florida, coastal Texas, or Louisiana, and the story changes. There, the enemy is not only heat, it is humidity. A solar chimney can move air beautifully. It can flush out stale air, reduce trapped moisture pockets, and help a house feel less suffocating. But it does not remove water from the air. So if you live in a humid state, this system should not be sold as a full replacement for air conditioning. It is better understood as a ventilation engine that works best with shading, good drainage, sealed, mold-prone areas, and a dehumidifier when needed. Then, go north. In the Pacific Northwest, the Midwest, or the Northeast, summer cooling may not be the main value. Winter is where the trick changes. With a damper, the heated air inside the solar chimney does not always have to escape outdoors. It can be redirected inward, helping pre-warm fresh air before it enters the living space. Same wall, same sun. Different season, different job. That is the real lesson. A solar chimney is not one magic box for every house. It is a climate tool. In dry heat, it can help cool. In humid heat, it can help ventilate. In cold regions, it can help collect solar warmth. The question is not whether it works everywhere the same way. The question is how your state forces the design to change. So why is this not everywhere in America? The answer is not one villain hiding a brilliant invention. It is a system that rewards speed, repetition, and mechanical fixes. Most new housing in America is built around the same business model. Developers want predictable designs, fast approvals, repeatable floor plans, cheap materials, simple construction schedules. That is how cookie-cutter homes spread across suburbs from Phoenix to Orlando. A builder can frame the house, wrap it, seal it, install drywall, and then call in a contractor to add a standard HVAC system. It is familiar. It is easy to price. It is easy to inspect. And it is easy to sell. A solar chimney does not fit that model neatly. It depends on climate. It depends on wall direction. It depends on airflow paths, shading intake, design, roof exits, dampers, and local code review. That means more planning, more explanation, more responsibility. Building inspectors also work from code books, not ancient desert wisdom. In the United States, residential construction is usually reviewed under local versions of the International Residential Code. That does not mean solar chimneys are illegal, but it does mean they must be designed safely, documented properly, and approved like any other building feature that affects walls, roofs, fire, safety, moisture, and ventilation. So the real problem is not that the idea was impossible. The real problem is that modern construction made the mechanical solution easier to standardize. And once an industry standardizes around machines, passive design becomes the thing people forget. Now comes the part off-grid people love. You do not need to build a new house to test the idea. A small solar chimney can start as a weekend project on the south-facing side of a garage shed, workshop, or non-structural exterior wall. The basic shopping list is simple. A UV-resistant polycarbonate sheet, a dark heat-absorbing backing, exterior-grade silicone, weather sealing, a small top vent, a small lower intake, and a damper so the airflow can be controlled instead of running blindly all year. For a small test build, the material cost can be a few $100s, not several thousand. But this is where common sense matters. Do not cut into a structural wall without checking local code, moisture rules, fire safety, and permits. Do not guess where electrical lines, plumbing, or load-bearing elements are hidden. The safest first version is a detached test panel, a garage wall, or a small ventilated box where failure does not damage the home. Once you see the airflow working, the idea becomes obvious. A dark chamber heats up, the hot air rises, fresh air gets pulled from below. That is the real value of this project. It teaches you that comfort does not always have to come from a machine. Sometimes the smartest upgrade is a house that uses the sun against itself. Energy independence does not begin with buying more technology. It begins with designing a home that wastes less energy in the first place. Solar panels matter, efficient appliances matter, better insulation matters. But a truly smart home should also know how to breathe, how to release heat, and how to use sunlight instead of only defending against it. That is why the solar chimney is more than an old architectural trick. It is a reminder that comfort can come from physics, not just monthly payments. If you live in Arizona, Florida, Texas, or any state where summer changes the way your house feels, look at your south-facing wall differently. It may not be just a wall. It may be unused energy. Tell me where you live and whether this system could work in your climate. And if you want more practical green technology ideas like this, subscribe and stay with the channel.